They is crying. Yeah, you heard me. Boo-hoo crying. Are you in the mood for a reading? I'm in the mood for a reading. How about we pull a few cards and see what comes out? Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay. So, yo, it's crazy. Like, you know, the past couple of readings I've been talking about somebody, like, singing sad songs, missing you, but, you know, there's nothing they can do, kind of. And so literally this whole month, as March Madness winds down, I'm recording this in March. Something just caught my eye, because something that normally is a certain way, like I look across the street and there's something that's normally always there, and it's gone. And it's been there consistently there for like probably the whole month of March. And I didn't notice it. I mean, I noticed it. So now I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's gone. And it's kind of like what I was just about to say, that ties in, because I was just about to say about this song. This like was The Weeknd, Cry For Me. And then like I was like, let me go back and look at these lyrics again. And when I looked at the lyrics, I was like, oh my God. It's been right there, like the sad songs are still being sung, but it gave me clarity as to why. So this is off the album Hurry Up Tomorrow, which I thought was interesting too. Like everything ties in. And I feel like the person who's missing you is like, oh my God, like hurry up tomorrow, like hurry up, like so I can be over this person, so I can be done with them, because clearly they're moving on with their life. So Cry For Me, The Weeknd. When I needed you the most, you always gave me sympathy. Now you're over me. Now you're better on your own. And ain't a effing mystery. You've been showing me. Now I've been burning up my home. Baby, I've been burning up my home. And I hope that you cry for me, like I cry for you, every night for you. Take it easy on me, baby, because I tried with you, saw my life with you. Now we're strangers, and I hope you cry for me. And then like kind of like what it is. And when I did like the pre-pull, it was like I saw like divine timing and cutting through like a lot of BS. And it was just like that was happening in divine timing. This person or these people, this group, whatever it may be, they spent a lot of time trying to get you, trying to be with you, trying to sabotage you, whatever it is. There was a lot of time put in. And some people actually like, you know, caught feelings in a way, or like liked you as a friend, or like even though they wanted to bring you down, they were still like, you know how that thing was like I love and hate you at the same time. It was kind of that mentality. And it's just like, even though they wanted to see you like go down, it's like when they had bad moments, because you're such a kind person, you're such a sympathetic, empathetic person, you gave them sympathy even when they didn't deserve it, because you know you treat others how you would like to be treated, not how others treat you, but how you would like to be treated. And that's very big of you. Like, let's say give you a round of applause, let's clap it up, you deserve it. Especially when someone has kind of slapped you in the face, you still treat them how you would like to be treated. That just shows of how big of a person you are. But they over there, they crying. They can't hide the truth. They can't hide what they've been feeling. And that's also a feeling like, it's almost like someone caught feelings. They caught feelings for you. It could be romantic love, but it also could just be platonic. Like, yo, like that was a good one. That was a really good friend. That was a really good employee. That was someone who was just really like rare. Someone who was just nice. And I really did them bad. For some of you, did you bad multiple times. And now you finally reached the part where you're just over it. And that's what I'm saying. It's like somehow, like this is, you're showing them how you're better off on your own. And you could have gone on no contact with them or low contact with them. You could have blocked them. You could have asked them out of your life. You could have quit the job, whatever it is. But now someone is seeing who took you for granted. They realize, oh my God, I have messed up. Like they're over me. There's nothing I can say or do to get them to come back. They don't want to come back. And it's like, yeah, boo, you did that. Saw B. Says what it say. You can't fix them. You can't fix them, baby. And that's what you knew. You knew, like, yo, I can't fix you no matter how much I try to lead by example and try to set the example. I'm watching you play in my face and I'm still forgiving you and you still taking my kindness for granted. All right. You showed them. You realize, all right, you know what? You ain't learning nothing. I realize I can't fix you. And you moved on. Good for you. And the thing is now, they know it. They know it now. A lot of rage and confusion because they thought this game would be going on forever. They never thought you would walk away. And on top of that, how I've been saying you were the blessing in their life, they didn't realize how much you were helping them. And that's sometimes like, you know, how the Most High does it, especially being down here on this 3D realm and the earth realm, where they convince you things like, you know, the spiritual realm and your ancestors and all that stuff. It don't exist. You know, the only power we have is the power on this earth, the power of man. And you grow to study science and a little bit of, you know, healthcare things, and it's just like, talk to any surgeon, talk to any doctor. Sometimes they'll say things can't be explained. Some things are miracles. Some things are, they don't know how it happened. And that's just what it is. Miracles do exist. And, you know, I guess because we're always in that frame of like a surgery or like medical, it's almost like miracles only happen in like, you know, an accident or something like that. But it's like miracles happen every day. But now you might not consider it a miracle, or they don't want to consider it a miracle, or people like to throw logic in the way and be like, oh, this is just logical. That's what I was saying. Make a wish, manifest your dreams to reality. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. You realize, you know, you can bring your dream, almost like you're showing these people magic really does exist. You know, journey, travel, distance. And I love how like it's like a different planet almost. It's like you're showing them like, yo, magic does real. They could have made fun of your beliefs. You could be someone very spiritual. And spiritual people, religion to me kind of divides. Spiritual kind of brings a lot of people together. You know, religion's like my way or the highway. You know, I grew up Catholic. And, you know, you didn't really, when I started learning about different denominations, I was just kind of, well, this is silly. Why are people fighting over stuff like this? And it really just divided people. It's like, okay, we all believe the same thing, but there's just minor details that are different. Like, why do we need to have different groups and establish? It kind of just like, it's a little weird, you know, for me, where it's like, yo, we can all be together and worship or worship separately, and your beliefs don't affect my beliefs. The only time that is not a true statement is when you got people trying to harm, kill, steal, destroy other people, other systems because of their beliefs, who aren't causing no harm to them. People who want to monopolize and dominate things that were never meant to be dominated or monopolized, but they're only to be just one. Actually, we'll quote tarot. When I was playing with the tarot earlier, just like, you know, blessing the cards before I start reading, the card that came out, it just fell out. It's a devil, baby. It's a devil. And it's like, and at the bottom of the deck was the 5 of coins. And that's just kind of like what it is. Like, I feel in that person who's like missing you, crying you. It's like, they stuck. They stuck. Whatever they, oh, and I did see that in the pray pool about someone being stuck. It was like someone was trying to get in the way of something, like trap you. And what they really ended up doing was trapping themselves. They're like inside this little cage, and I'm like, how I'm focusing on the head. It's like they could be stuck in their head, and then, you know, with the 5 of coins at the bottom of the deck, it's just almost like I'm here like here in poverty right now. It's like, but they trapped themselves. This is something they did, like so concerned about taking you out or being bothered with you or what you were doing or destroying your beliefs or destroying whatever you were building or what, you know, just your core values, your morals, your beliefs. Like they sabotage themselves. They're just coming out, and it's just like one of the lessons that they had to learn from this was they had to lose you. That was the ending. That was the ending of you. That was the ending of your blessings. That was the ending of your miracles. That was what they really lost was you. And like sometimes people don't view that as a big deal, but I'm just like, when that saying, you don't really know what you had until it's gone, that's what that person is realizing. They realize they had like a life with you. They had, like I said, whether it was a relationship or friendship or work dynamic, everything was rosy and blooming when you were around. Now that you're gone, it's like things are falling apart. Messenger of Swords. And it's just like, oh, it almost looks like a travel card almost. It's like normally like this can be like as someone watching, and I can take that two ways. They're watching you start to live your best life, okay? And that's insane. They're stuck watching it like, yo, you showing me you better off on your own. Like, yo, you don't need me. Like, go back for what? Boo, go back for what? You don't need to. Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's easy. Like, it's easy to do what you've done. To walk away, it seemed like it was a very close-knit bond. Someone that you really loved. And anyone if you know something about love, if you've ever loved someone, that you just don't stop loving them. You just can't turn it off and go boom. But if you love yourself more than you love anybody else. So it's let's say in your brain, it makes more sense logically to choose yourself because you love yourself more. And so that's what you did. And so now they're watching you, smiling as you travel, got your sword of truth, you're owning who you are, you're owning your truth, and they just gotta watch. And like I said, you giving them a show, baby, okay? You giving them a show. You putting on a show, and they watching. So travel, as that card said before. What was that? What was that there? Yeah. Travel, baby. Make your dreams. Live them. Manifest them. Travel. And they're just so confused and enraged because they didn't think you would get up and you would bounce back up. They didn't think that you would be able to live your life without them. And that's the whole song, like, cry for you. I hope you cry for me. How I cry for you. They're hoping, and they see you ain't crying. You ain't crying. You ain't lost. You done picked yourself up and kept going. And while I feel like they're putting on a facade, they're making it seem like, yeah, I've gotten up. That person didn't affect my life none. They ain't nobody. I'm still, when people talk like that, especially about someone that was an employee for a long time that actually benefited the company, or a family member, or someone you were, good friends with, or someone that you dated, when people start talking about when things fall apart, the other people like that it shows really about them. It's like, you must never really care for that person, or you are so in denial about what happened that you'd rather just give hate. Because people, like I said, you left the situation, but are you talking bad about anybody? Do you regret knowing anybody? No, because most of us know we learn our lessons. We're here to live and learn. Blame, shame, guilt is what people want you to feel, instead of just being, hey, I learned a lesson. So, some of us repeat lessons. I've repeated a few. But when I finally get it, I'm like, nah, I'm good. And that's kind of like what I feel like you're like, yo, okay, I don't need to repeat this lesson. But that doesn't mean you talk bad about someone or demonize them, or, it's just that they exist in the world on a level, on a vibration I no longer, vibrate at. That's no longer my frequency. So therefore, I've moved along. My frequency isn't, helping people because they need help. I will help people if you want to help yourself. That's what I was saying. You out here shining, Nine of Coins. This is my Black Girl Magic card, okay? You do not have to be black to embody Black Girl Magic. You do not even have to be a girl to embody Black Girl Magic. Just so we're clear. And that's what it is. You out here shining, like I said, rosy, and like, it's just like, yeah. And you like, if I gotta do it by myself, I'll do it by myself. foolish. You took that risk and you jumped, baby. You jumped. Keep jumping. Keep leaping. Because they watching and you shining and you are magical and you are strong. And they hope that you cry for them how they cry for you. But guess what? You ain't crying, are you, boo? You don't got nothing to cry about. You won.